Yeah, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday, 8 o'clock. So we're back. We're back with another round of music news. Yeah, we're at it again. We're at it again. You got a good track going today. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's a good song. I know. You don't even know what it is yet. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. All right. Let's get focused, okay? What are we covering today? You want to know? This is Music Notes. This is a song where we talk about hit songs. So we're always talking about hit songs. That's the first thing we're covering. What's the second thing we're covering? Music, right? Songs, music, are they the same? Are they different? Obviously, they're similar. Okay, anyway, we're getting off topic. We're going to talk about hit songs today. What hit song, you ask? Arcade by Duncan Lawrence. Yes. Give it up for Duncan Lawrence. Apparently it was released in 2019, so bravo for being on the charts 2 years later. That's another good thing happening for a songwriter. We love to see that because that reminds us that songs last. They make a lasting impression. And yeah, this song is all about hit songs and what makes them hit, what makes them stick, what makes them work. We're going to talk about it. Everything we're saying here is obviously just my, well, I guess it's not obvious, but everything we're saying here is just my thoughts. I would encourage you to formulate your own thoughts. It's a good practice. But yeah, don't take my word for it. Think about it on your own. Come up with your own categories. If you can come up with more categories, great. If you think I should cover more categories, put it in the comments. For now, we're going to cover my standard. I think it's 6 of them. I always forget. We're going to cover my standard stuff, which is hypothetical origins, structure. Okay, I got to cheat a little bit. The arrangement, the melody, the cameos, what I call creative cameos, okay? We'll get to that. And unanswered questions. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to remember that next time. Hold me accountable. Okay, anyway, so we got 6 categories. We're going to talk about them. I'll try not to get too distracted. We only got 30 minutes, people. And it's live, and I usually waste the first 5 talking to you about what the show's about. So it's really more like 25 minutes. Now, today, we got a good song, another song. I think it's about love again. So, yeah, that makes like 99% of the song so far about love of some in one way or another. But that's all right, because you know what? Love is good. And, yeah, it's the topic of a lot of songs. So, what else? What else should we know? What else do we need to know? Oh yeah, it's a new month. So I'm going to be giving away something new. How do you get your hands on whatever it is? You got to watch the show. Or at least leave a comment. People that are interacting with the show, I'll put you in a little hat draw kind of a thing. Whoever wins, wins. And I'll send this stuff to you if you want it. You got to give me your address, obviously. Some kind of a shipping address. And I will send it to you. The last gift was actually a 2-for-1 because I forgot a month before last. And it was a water bottle, and a notebook, which, if you're watching, they're on the way. Okay? They're coming. So yeah, this time I'm thinking I might give away. I was thinking, what if we gave away a book about songwriting of some kind? One of my favorite songwriting books. I got like 3 or 4 that I really like, that I refer to in my mind a lot. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. 5 minutes is up though, so we're going to get into this thing. What are we talking about again? Arcade by Duncan Lawrence. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so hypothetical origins. I'm pretty sure it's about love because I listened to it once before this show started. Well, let's look at the lyrics. That's where we always start with where the song came from, because you know, pretty much every song starts with just a thought, right? You're walking through the park, you're talking to yourself or your friends or whatever, and you're like, you know, I just heard my friend's heartbreaking story about someone who left them or whatever, and yeah, it makes me want to just speak my mind on it or whatever it might be, right? That's how songs are written. They start off with a thought, and that thought turns into some kind of words, and voila. Let's check out the words for Duncan Lawrence's song Arcade on my favorite site. You can look them up on your own. Maybe I should make links to these. I feel like these sites are not, they're not like sponsors or nothing, so until they are, you just pick your own site and I'm going to use mine. Alright. So, first words of the song. A broken heart is all that's left. So sad. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I carried it home. I'm afraid of all I am. My mind feels like a foreign land. Silence ringing inside my head. Please, carry me home. I've spent all of the love I saved. We were always a losing game. Small town boy in a big arcade. I got addicted to a losing game. Chorus. Oh, 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 oh. A lot of O's. All I know, loving you is a losing game. I almost feel like I covered this, or maybe I just was singing this one a whole lot. I think I might have really been like, had this one stuck in my head going on loop for a while. So yeah, that's the main thing. Loving you is a losing game. I think I know where this one came from. This person is heartbroken. They had spent all the love that they saved. They feel like they were just addicted to this big arcade when they came from something very small and they're used to just low levels of stimulation. They got into this big thing and then it just disappeared. It broke. It fell apart. And they just been fixing cracks and just they needing to be just medevaced to the house, be carried home because they're just in shambles, it sounds like. So that's this song. That's where this song came from, right?
Oh no.
No? Well, that's what I think. So anyway, let's talk about who this show is about. Do you know who the show is about, folks? You might think, since I'm the one on the other side of the camera here talking to you, that the show is about me, but it's really about you. One day I'm going to get that like really perfectly just timed so you really think that maybe somehow I'm singing that. So far I haven't got it down yet. But on to the next thing. Okay, so what's next? The structural guidelines. What do we talk about when we talk about structural guidelines? We're talking about what holds the song together, right? Like, when you write a song, you write it, you don't just write randomness in all directions. To some degree, it has to, like, come down because it's got to end at some point, right? Like, every song ends. If you're going to start a song, you should probably try to end a song. Otherwise, you're going to be like Lamb Chop, just singing the song that doesn't end. You got to be careful with that song because it really, literally doesn't end. Anyway, so what holds the song together? The structural guidelines are pretty much two things as far as I'm concerned. There's like a zeroth, if you will, zeroth structural guideline, which is the topic. What is it about, you know? And what's the overall mood, right? It's like, if this is a somber song, it's really like, oh, you know? I'm not saying that that's what it is, but if that's what it were, it's probably not going to be like an up-tempo dance groove where you're just like, you know, just really just like, right? Because that doesn't really communicate sadness very well. But if it's more of a dance song, then yeah, you might have that up-tempo kind of a thing going. You got the groove, you got some rhythm, something that makes you want to get up and move. That's, to me, the first structural guideline. Kind of goes unmentioned most of these shows. That's like structural guideline number 0, okay? Then we come to really the kind of standard 2, which are the chord structure and the song format. So the song format is like, is it verse, is it chorus, is it verse, chorus, verse, chorus, is it verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus? There have been songs like that, not many, but there are some. Is it verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus? Like a lot of songs tend to be. Probably is, actually. Probably is. If you had to guess, if you had to bet, it's like 6 out of 10. It's going to be verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus. Bye-bye. All right, but they're not all that way. Let's look at this one. This one starts off verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Okay, interesting. Only used the pre-chorus once. I've never done that. I've written a lot of songs. I only released like 2, but that's cool to me. Like, use the pre-chorus once and then don't, you know? Why make them wait for it again, I guess, you know? It's just, whatever works for the song is really the key. There's no right or wrong way to do this, as we've really seen from this show, because largely they're pretty much all different, even though a lot of them are very much like this. Verse 1, pre-chorus, chorus. Verse 2, chorus, bridge, chorus. Except for they'll usually have the pre-chorus before they go into the chorus the second time. They don't have it this time, no big deal. Alright, it's a pretty standard layout for a song here. So yeah, what about the chords? Let's look up Arcade Duncan Lawrence chords. What are we gonna find? Alright, it says key of A minor. So on the piano, that's all the white keys, starting with A, and going all the way up to A. Right? And we got an intro. It starts off F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor, F. And the verse goes F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor, F major 7, which is pretty much just F, F, G, E minor, 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 F. Voila. Looks like they're really digging the F, G, E minor, F as a way to move through this first verse. Pre-chorus, F, G, A minor, G, F, G, D minor. Okay. So, then we go to the chorus. What the heck? Weird just happened to me. I don't really know exactly what that was, but this is a live show, by the way, people. So yeah, if I get off track or I do something weird, it's permanent because I'm not editing these things at all. Chorus is A minor, G, C, F. That's for all the O's. Yeah. And then it's A minor, G, F. And then it goes to the verse again, which is F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor, F, F, G, E minor, F. Okay, and the rest of it looks like it pretty much stays the same. The bridge, D minor, C, G, D minor, C, G, C, C, F. Okay, that's actually a lot of chords. It's a pretty long way from just the same chords the whole time. I would say the most common thing that we've seen so far is the same chords throughout, but we've been seeing a lot of variety lately, actually, which is good. You know, like for a while, I feel like the musicality behind music was kind of getting really maybe too simple. So it's good to see some interesting use of chords, you know? Oh, you're still there. Okay, so now that's the basic structure of the song, okay? We're in the key of A minor. Even though, okay, what's interesting to me about this chord structure is that even though we're in A minor, the verse doesn't have a single A minor chord. That's kind of cool. So what does that give it? Does it feel more like it's in F, which if you go back to the root chord, or the root key for A minor, which is C, F is the fourth position. So maybe that makes the verse come off kind of like it's written from the standpoint of the fourth position, which would be like a Lydian kind of a thing. If you know your modes, your scales, your like relative scales, and you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then look up Lydian scale, play it, listen to it, get a feel for it. Let me know what you think. Is that the feel that happens during the verse? Yay, nay, who knows? You be the judge, because we're running out of time. Now let's get into the arrangement. For the arrangement, what we do is I play the song and listen to it and let you know what I'm hearing as I go. So I gotta get my headphones. Excuse me, pardon me, come through. As you know, if you're a regular to watching this show, music. Some people play music in the back of their YouTube channel stuff, and they just roll the dice on whether or not they're going to be able to use it. Try to stay away from playing music. I have since the beginning of the show because I just don't want any drama or trouble from anybody, so that's where we are. Alright, kicking off the recording. 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Starting now. Alright, we got background vocals, a piano, like a little bit of like a vinyl, crackly. Then the verse comes in and it goes down to just a piano and a vocal, which I love. Verse. is so far still just okay. I'm afraid of all I am. That's still. Yeah. Okay, so hang on, let me pause. Starting with I'm afraid of all I am. I'm gonna pause it just for a moment here. Starting with that, there's some new stuff that jumps in on the track here. I'm gonna start over because I kind of missed it a little bit. Okay, so about midway through the first verse, it ceases to be just a piano. After he says, I carried it home, there's like a really big vocal thing that comes in, and there's like a arpeggio that jumps in on top. And there's a guitar that comes in like doubled on both sides in the pre-chorus. Guitars, a little bit of drum action, like a kick, snaps, quiet, and then big. Wow, okay. The drums come in on the chorus, big time, and there's like a belting action going in on the vocal, and it goes quiet, and the verse comes back in. This time with like some reverbed out drums in the back. The vocal sample that's now been introduced is kind of part of the background ambiance now. Then we jump right back to the chorus again, no pre-chorus. Same thing, drums, guitar. Yeah, bass guitar, really bassy. It's almost like a tuned drum or something. Okay, the bridge breaks down to the vocal, real light piano, like a pad, swelling pad kind of thing. Very quiet, then it swirls back in to the chorus, which is kind of stripped down. We got like claps or snaps or both. Then big vocal, main vocal, and backgrounds. Then the second time the chorus comes back, it's like big. Roaring. Drums more busy. And strips down real soft for what I guess is the outro. It's just piano, a little record sound. That's it. Very cool. Pretty cool track. Loving You is a Losing Game. It's kind of sad. But you know what? Sometimes people are sad. So yeah. People are sad. You just gotta let them have a song that makes them feel like, you know, they'll be alright. And get back on their feet like they're ready to do something. But after they feel sad. Right?
Oh no.
I know, it's terrible. But that's life. Okay, so now we go to the melody. Loving you is a losing game. That's the money line right there. Loving you. What is it, like 1-3-1 or something? Loving you is a losing game. Da, 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 da. Oh, all I know, loving you is a losing game. This one is like, It's very much like, oh, we got.
Copy that. ETA 5 minutes.
We're down to 5 minutes. We got to get moving. This one is like very much like starting off soft. The verses are very chilled out. The melody line is, I think it's pretty flat. Let me get one real quick. I think splice progress bar. Okay. Broken heart, all that's left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when. Okay, so this one, all these tracks are gonna utilize a lot of the same stuff. So this show might seem redundant in a way, but we got the da 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 da. Dang, I already forgot it. It's just the first verses, the first verse melodies are like same line, musically speaking, and like a little bit of an altered line, and then I think it's the same line again. Hang on. Whew. All right, so it goes. Lost a couple of pieces when I'm afraid.